taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's March 20th, 2025. Got some red on the screen today. Dow futures down 220. NASDAQ futures down 160. S&P futures down 36. VIX up 4.25% at 20.75. So after a little bit of an up day yesterday, FOMC, more uncertainty, stocks are retreating again. Do not have any stocks on my board in the green whatsoever. Baba down 4%, Baidu down 3 1/3. Coinbase down a little under 2%, Amazon down 1 1/4. Most everything down somewhere between 1.5% to 0.5%. Morning, Bosch. Bell's going to ring in about 15 seconds. Here is the bell. I'm going to give it a little bit here on my 1 DTE to see if, just to make sure after, yesterday's FOMC day, to make sure we don't just have a big drop out of the gates. Already about a 15-point drop out of the gates. SMCI green, pushing up. NVIDIA trying to reverse. So a lot of stocks actually reversing here now. Roku, Nvidia, Meta, PLTR, SMCI, all green. Morning, Ken. Chips pushing up. That's interesting. Nvidia with nice push up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my one DTE here. Looking at the 55.45s, 57.50s. Post that in my channel here. And getting our second bar here now. All right, so looking for some volume bars. Big ones. Baba getting a growing bar. Looks like Bob is going to get a big volume bar. MU potential as well. Thing about Baba though, it's little push down would turn it red and make it a red bar instead of green. So just kind of wait and see how it finishes here. MU has a upside volume runner with its bar being bigger than the first. Nvidia strong. What a nice push up in Nvidia. Well, it'd be interesting today with stocks pushing up is will some of these stocks be able to push through yesterday's high whenever after the FOMC decision, some stocks really pushed up and then they pulled back towards the end of the day. All right, so MU, let's take a look. Trading the 1 DTE. Oh, you know what? I think MU has earnings. Yeah, MU has earnings after the bell today. Yeah, I think I'll pass on it. Baba did reach a volume bar. Did stay green here. See, Baba, I would trade the 139 calls. See if I can get filled at 150. No fill yet. Huh. I might get filled there on the little pullback. There we go. Filled at 147 in Baba on an upside volume runner. I close half at 160. See, go through highs of day here now. Amazon pushing up. Now Baba coming down. Needs to hold right there. Not what I wanted to see out of Baba. Let this bar finish and see if it can push up on the next bar. Yeah, definitely not what I wanted Baba to do. I wondered if that would happen with it. China stocks were pretty weak today, so it's like upside volume runner when the stock is weak. I don't typically tend to a little more careful trading those. Careful with position sizing and everything like that. We'll see if it can flip around on this next bar. Amazon approaching highs of day, going straight up here. There's a little rebound in Baba. That's what I wanted to see. I mean, you just need it through highs of day. VIX coming down. See, my 1 DTE is up about 7%. No extension through highs out of Baba yet. Meta with a nice push up. Nvidia will pull back. Hasn't been able to crack through highs yet. Going to be interesting to see if this market rolls back over here after an initial push up. Coinbase up to highs. Meta at highs. Amazon broken through highs. And we have some others that are struggling a bit. Baba trying to get up there. Come on, Baba, you can do it. Again, I got an order at $1.60. It's a little under 10%. Just because it's been struggling here a little bit. Coming back down now. Yeah, I was like 3 cents away from hitting my profit target there. Yeah, Meta with a nice push up. All right, time to go, Baba. No mighty 90s. Yeah, I bought a couple calls in Meta yesterday. Um, after the FOMC. They're currently up 25%. I was trying to find something on the NTT charts that is really due to have a move up when the market started getting strong yesterday. I bought a couple Meta calls. Sometimes I'll go through my NTT charts, and Meta was just really had been weak. I filled it at $1.65 um, in Baba. I would close a couple more at a buck 80. Anyway, I look at sometimes at the NTT charts just to see, um, historically over the last several months where stocks have been and Meta had really gotten beat down, and then the push up yesterday. So I was looking for one or two stocks to just buy a couple calls, thinking there might be some continued strength after yesterday. So I bought a couple in Meta. And I bought them on the April 4th option chain. So just to hold them for a little bit. But with this push up right now, I may be getting rid of one of them today. Again, I got another profit target at a buck 80. Yeah, I saw that. I woke up this morning and they'd come back down. Baba approaching highs of day. Build at a buck 80 in Baba. Get out of a couple more at a buck 95. S&P marching up. What else we got here? Nvidia, no breakout yet. Nvidia might be one where you get a little upside continuation. It's had this push up and now it's just been consolidating. Apple through highs of day. So Nvidia, you could get in, and if it broke down past the consolidation here, it'd just probably be a small losing trade. Kind of waiting for this market to roll back over. All right, so Nvidia, I'm looking at the 119 calls for upside continuation. Try to jump in at a buck 35, filled at a buck 35. So if it comes down very far past this consolidation, I'll just exit. But I want to give it a little bit of time here. It may dip its toe below it and pop back up. So I'll put an order to close half at a buck 50. I feel like I got a pretty good fill there. All right, so it's dipping down below it, so I need it to pop back up here. I'll probably give it to at least the close of this bar and see what it does. Meta taking a pause. Apple going up. S&P all green bars so far. It's just matriculating higher is the S&P. Gonna need it to pause here pretty soon for my 1 DTE. 1 DTE is up 8% though. So I've had some good theta decay on it. TLTR, not really pushing with this market. MSTR either. Like to see Nvidia get strong now. Pretty decent push up in the S&P. Tesla trying to touch highs of day. That's definitely what I want to see Nvidia do. S&P on the verge of going green. Amazon just ticking higher. Yes, now the 1 DTE is going to need a pullback. Filled at a buck 52 in Nvidia to close half. So very nice. Close another Nvidia at a buck 65. Yeah, now the 1 DTE is going to need a pullback. Baba not pushing highs. So that's a bit concerning on that one. Needed to get through highs of day. Wow, that's a pretty big green bar out of the S&P. 15 points already in 2 minutes. All indices have now gone green. I do have a coaching Zoom call at the bottom of the hour, so I will have to be off here just a little bit. I kind of wish Nvidia and Baba were through highs of day with this big push. What's happening? What a green bar. Oh, you know what? I think existing home sales came out at the top of the hour just a few minutes ago. Not really pay much attention to those, but that must have helped move the market somewhat. Okay. Yeah, the old 1 DTE is underwater now. Built at a buck 66. In Nvidia to close another. Close another Nvidia at a buck 75. Yeah, 1 DT is nowhere close to being stopped out, but just underwater a little bit. Meta uh, didn't quite get a big volume bar. All right, Baba needs to push. I'm going to cut it. VIX down to 19.67. Amazon with a little mighty 90 short there. You can see that volume pop. Technically, I think Meta would be a mighty 90, but PLTR pushed up. Microsoft chugging higher. So Nvidia not through highs of day, and neither really is Baba. So I would have liked to seen Nvidia do what Amazon's doing in Meta. Baba trying to get up to highs. Coinbase had actually a nice mighty 90 short. If you see this volume pop right there, if anybody wants to short it, it's kind of struggling pushing through too. Look for two red bars. If you're brave enough to short something right now, I just can't because I got that coaching call. I can't really get caught up in a being in a trade for while I'm doing that. But pretty good setup for a mighty 90 short here. If you can get up, it's kind of trying to push up to highs, get in, hopefully get a little pullback. I probably would enter it if I didn't have that coaching call. Nvidia not participating. Holy meta, my meta calls are up 40%. When do I cut some of them? I mean, I get some of them. I only got two. Usually the first one's usually the longest, close to an hour. The second one, uh, between 30 and 45 minutes. Second one is kind of reflecting on what they've been doing with their plan that we put in place over like the last 6 to 8 weeks, and identifying like what's been going well, what hasn't. What do we need to keep doing? What do we need to change? What do the results look like? Nvidia kind of doing the same thing MU's doing. Baba right up to highs though. Need a breakthrough in Baba. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna close my Nvidia. It's not. I'm in the green on it. Let me see how much time I got left on this bar. Let's see what this bar does. And then I probably got to jump off. Baba back down. Darn it. I see some upward movement here. I'll keep holding Nvidia, but Steve's right. The chip stocks just haven't been pushing. Yeah, see that Coinbase Mighty 90 would have paid out. Meta still going up. Who'd had a Mighty 90 yet, dude? All right. Bob right at highs of day. Just needs to break out. I'm gonna close my Nvidia. Built at $1.23 to close Nvidia, so ended up being a $93 winner. Bummer. All right, folks. I'm gonna continue to hold Baba as long as it looks like it wants to push up. My next profit target is a buck 95, so it's definitely experiencing some theta decay here, and I'm sure Nvidia will push through highs of day. So if you haven't cut that, it looks like it's already pushing up. Uh, so I will see everybody during Power Hour. Peace.